This is part 3 of our videos for Taemin's new album that dropped at 6 p.m. Korean time and 2 a.m. our time. And yes, we're still awake, and it is 20 minutes to 5. Yes. So we're trying to break all of these down, give our view on what his lyrics mean with these lyrics. And nice work, by the way, on you people that are putting out these lyric videos. We appreciate it. Mm-hmm. So we're just giving our view of how we think he's trying to mean with this, or how. I'm very tired, so bear with me.
Because it's a concept album, right? So it's supposed to be telling a story this time. Right. So we are trying to kind of figure out what the meanings of the songs are.
Yes. That's it. Yes.
Okay. We will be pausing.
Don't get mad that we pause. Right. Don't leave comments that we pause. We know that we pause.
You know that we pause because we're saying it now.
Right. And they will be removed. Don't leave naughty comments or nasty comments because they will also be removed. And just respect each other. Be nice. Be kind. Kindness is king.
Okay. Let's go.
All righty then.
생각들은 잠시 꺼도 돼 나를 늦은 몸을 기대지
Okay, stop.
Well, we have to stop because we have that. I'm gonna go back a little bit.
Okay.
아주 작은 숨소리조차 속삭임처럼 들려오는 밤 너와 난 천천히 손끝으로 어둠 속 서로를 그릴 어지러운 세상 속 다른 건 다 지워 우리만 남도록 차갑도록 공허했었던 밤이 너 하나로 완벽해지는 그림 Baby 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 우린 끝이 없는 춤을 추듯 계속을 헤엄치듯 Just me and you 때론 어떤 말보다 지금 같은 눈의 대화가 내 맘에 짙게 번져가 너에게 더 깊게 헤어나지 못하게
Didn't he play this on his little show? I've heard this song before.
I don't remember it.
This line, and most definitely, because I remember the ooh.
I don't know.
This is freaking me out.
The thing is that if he had played it, he wouldn't have wanted it to be played, right?
No, in this little show he had on YouTube, didn't he play a little portion of song?
I don't remember. There's been so many videos lately of him, you know.
I've heard this song before. I've heard the chorus.
I don't know.
This is freaking me out, man. I actually like it. And it's not a very slow song, and it's not a fast-paced song. It's like in between. Mm-hmm. It's really...
Yeah.
It keeps you... Yeah, I'm loving it. I can't help it.
조금씩 물들여가 하나의 색으로 섞일 새롭게 태어난 네 맘을 다 비워 나로 꽉 차도록
It's just one colored mixed in, but it's a new birth. It's all yours to fill me up. A new birth. A new birth is like starting over again.
Yeah.
So, wow. That's kind of... Is that boom? She actually is learning Korean.
That's a different word.
Okay, well,
that's boom.
Okay.
But it's a different word than what you were saying earlier.
She's learning Korean, and she speaks Korean, and she reads Korean, and I'm like, can you tell me what he said? And she's like, no, I'm not going to be your personal translator or whatever. So, okay. So I am picking up little Korean words here and there because she's Nara.
Yeah, well, you're also reading the
well, hey,
the romanization.
Yeah, romanization, because I cannot read the other stuff because I am learning Japanese. It's confusing. And we won't even talk about kanji.
Okay, moving on.
Tangent, sorry. It's late. A picture of cold, empty night being perfect for you.
I don't know. This song is probably the most confusing so far.
What I'm getting from this song is that he always tried his best to try to be perfect, to try to be what someone wanted, but he feels like it wasn't good enough.
Okay, I can see that.
So, but a picture of a cold, empty night being perfect for you. And then whoever put this picture with this, that...
I actually think it goes really well, to come to think of it.
Yes.
Because...
Sorry, I'm going to have some water.
Oh, you're fine. We talked about this picture on our own before. This pictures related to it as well, because obviously there's a lot of different pictures of him in this room, kind of like this dark basement kind of looking room with this really statue.
Sad.
Right. It does evoke this like lonely, isolated feeling, because you're alone with this woman statue, right? So I actually really agree that they picked that picture for this song.
It fits perfectly with this song.
Yeah.
So
because I mean, even this line that we stopped it on, because it's almost kind of like saying that the statue is enjoying the fact that there's this empty room with the silence. And
and you have to understand, a picture does not actually have to mean a photo that you hold in your hand. Right. It can be a landscape, or what you're viewing.
Right. It could physically even be like a drawing.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So this is interesting.
Just me and you. Yeah. 너와 난 이대로. Yeah.
Yeah. The heart that was passed on without a word, that caused me to open up the shutdown.
So is the shutdown supposed to be like a breakup? Or what?
Maybe.
Because when you shut down something, you're closing it, or you're ending it, or you're what? I don't know.
Well, when you shut down something, things come to a halt.
Right, but he's saying it was shut down, but now you caused me to open this up again, kind of thing, right?
Open up the shutdown. Okay.
I don't know. That's just what I think.
The heart that was passed on, so his heart must have been what was passed on without a word. So like a breakup or something.
I'm assuming this is, again, talking about a dream. This is a reoccurring thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because the some of the lines in the song kind of, they're it's almost like they're together, but clearly they're not together.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like, why would they be physically there, like, with each other? So it must be a dream, right? Because he mentions it a couple. I don't know. That's
I follow you.
okay. I don't know.
I get that.
I mean, this song, like I said, was not as, like, it's a little bit more.
It's kind of mysterious.
Yeah, it's not as clear.
You're right. It's still, it's hiding some stuff. Kind of like maybe the way he might hide some of how he is,
right,
from things.
Or it could also be like uncertainty, like he doesn't know exactly what the situation is, and so that's what the song is kind of like,
Could
uncertain, be. Like he's not really clear what he's even going through, really.
Right. When sometimes do we even really know what it is we're going through? I mean, we are humans, and the mind is
things
very...
just happen to you, and you're kind of like, they're out of your control sometimes.
Mind, aka brain, is a very complicated thing, so...
Yeah. Okay.
Very interesting, though. Yeah. Some of the lyrics blew me away.
But again, a lot of the same imagery.
Yes.
That connects with the rest of the album. So.
Exactly.
So the next song is Nemo.
And are we finding Nemo, or or is this like
Nemo, like
7,000 legs, or what is it?
It's like, what is it? 100,000 legs, 10,000 legs under the sea.
6,000. I don't know.
It's like 10. It's like 10,000 legs.
That's it. 10,000 legs under the sea, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, Captain Nemo.
Yeah. Or just something completely.
Yeah. Who
else.
knows? Has this got something to do with water?
Probably.
Because Taemin always has to have something to do with water.
That's true. All right, so here we go.
Okie dokie.
Stupid ass.
If I could see your heart, maybe it's not the end.
이런 끝은 아니겠지. If you see what I can see, 너도 나와 같을까? 이 길을 걷는 게 나처럼 허전할까? 괜히 혼자 이러는.
Would it be as empty as I am to walk this path? I don't know why I'm doing this alone. Aww. It's kind of sad.
Yeah. I mean, they're all kind of sad.
Yeah.
네가 앉은 자리 온기와 연주임이 시간이 지나가도 여전히 똑같잖아. 이 자리에서 기다려 널.
My angular words, my angular heart, the moments that only hurt you. That's like in fishing.
Mm-hmm. There's many fish in the sea.
Yes, there's many fish.
I don't know, it just came to my head.
No, but the moments that only hurt
Unless
you,
that's what it's talking about.
So, oh, sorry, I'm up too late and I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Do they mean angular or do they mean angry words? An angry heart?
No, I think it's angular.
Angular.
And I don't know if it's angular. I mean, it could be like angular, or it could be angular like it's like a shape that's not a heart.
Right.
Or both. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because when something is angular, it has angles. Like it's not.
Right.
It's not like a curve, triangle, or it doesn't have like curves.
Right. Interesting.
남겨둔 추억의 처음으로 온 제자리 너의 기억 속에 난
So that reminds me of Clockwork.
Mm-hmm.
The patterns and
Yeah.
the things happening in cycles.
Yes.
Yeah.
아무 말도 못해 네가 날 바라볼 땐 뒤늦은 후회 속에 너의 사진만 바라봐.
Look at this picture and belated regret. It was all of my day. Belated regret, I understand. It's waited too long for regret to happen.
Yeah. Like, yeah. It's like after the fact.
Yeah. Look at your picture. It was all of my day. It's almost like he's wasting time revisiting memories, revisiting things that they've done. Whoever they be.
Yeah.
Or even himself, as in his career or whatnot.
내 하루의 전부였는데 밤새 또 쌓인 슬픔이 덮쳐 날 더 힘들게 하는 너의 흔적들. You are mine, wish you were mine. 네가 앉은 자리 Why aren't you with me? 시간이 지나가도 여전히 똑같잖아. 이 자리에서 기다려 널 yeah. 까맣게 타버린 이 모든 게 남겨놨던 말들 내모났던 맘 널 아프게만 했었던 순간들 내모난 서랍 속 남겨둔 추억의 처음으로 온 제자리 너의 기억 속에 난 어디쯤에 서 있는지 I'm running in circles I'm running in So let me take it back 우리 같이 있었던 그때
So let me take it back. I remember when we were together, but it's getting blurry.
So it's been a while.
Right. Isn't that also a little bit in Two Kids?
Yeah.
So these songs all do tie in together.
Yeah, they do. And I'm also thinking, going back to the Angular, because the line after it is a square drawer, I think it is talking about shapes.
Probably.
Like it can't fit. I don't know.
He's going in a circle.
Right, like there's
like
a circle, but then
square peg in a round hole. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah.
점점 더 흐려지는 거 Cause all I need is you 너도 있기 전에 내 안에 널 내모났던 말들 내모났던 맘 널 아프게만 했었던 순간들 내모난 서랍 속 남겨둔 추억의 처음으로 온 제자리 너의 기억 속에
To address this. Where am I standing in your memory? So he wants to know what this person actually.
Right, and I actually think it ties into the last song.
Right.
Because we talked about uncertainty and how he did, like, we think he doesn't feel like he knows what the situation is.
Right.
And I think that's what this line is saying, is that he's not sure where he stands with this person.
Right.
Maybe he doesn't know what the relationship is. I'm not sure, but he's like uncertain about it.
Right. Right. He wants to know where he stands.
Yeah.
So that's pretty it's pretty understanding. You want to know where you stand with someone.
Yeah. I mean, even if you aren't friends or you're not in a relationship with a person anymore, you still want to know whether that person hates you, whether that person still wants to talk to you, whether that
you want some sort of closing.
Right.
A closure is always a good thing. Whether you can remain friends or whatnot, you won't know that if you two can't communicate with each other.
Right.
So I got
어디쯤에 서 있는지 I'm running in circles, I'm running in.
Now, the only thing I have to question is there was no mention of Nemo in that song.
exactly.
So I don't know if there was some symbols that we were missing, because I don't have a lot of knowledge of Nemo when we're talking about like 10,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I think I probably watched that movie once, like a long time ago, but I wouldn't know if there's any references to it in here. So maybe I'm missing something.
And then Nemo, the Disney cartoon, the one that Ellen plays,
Yeah.
she forgets a lot, so she has a hard time remembering.
Yeah.
So she had to go back to where she was from in order to regain her.
Yeah, I just don't know what
memories.
he's specifically.
I
Or if
don't,
he's, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. That puzzles me. Because
I mean,
the only thing to me that would even bring in any form of fishing or tied to the water would be angular.
Yeah.
That would be
and it could be, like I said, it could be a double meaning, right?
Right.
Because they was talking about the square drawer, right? So it could be like angular, like a shape, but then it could be angular, like the water, right? Like a reference to that.
Well, that or someone caught you.
Yeah.
And then, but now,
yeah.
Because they caught you, your heart's a little angular, but they don't want you no more. So it's like,
you know what? Hold on.
What?
I'm just. So, when we look up Nemo,
right.
There's a variety of different meanings. So Nemo in Latin means the man.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Nemo was from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. We were wrong.
It's been a while.
But so in the Odyssey, the Cyclops, after he gets blinded, asks Ulysses, who blinds him, who he is. And he replies Nemo, which basically means that he's no one or nobody, right?
Right.
Which is actually kind of sad, if that's what this means. And then the last thing, and then in Korean, right? In Korean, it actually means rectangular. So I'm thinking that this song is taking into account a lot of the different meanings of that word. Because he doesn't actually say the word in the song.
No.
So I think because there is that reference to shapes, it does mean rectangular. But I think it also means nobody as well, because he doesn't know who he is, right?
Right.
He's in a state of uncertainty.
Right.
And then I also think there could even be an essence of what you said about finding Nemo with the Disney thing. With,
right. Dory.
With forgetting and finding out who you are, right? It all kind of ties into
the
same thing. So.
Yeah, so there you had that. And so our next song that we're going to be doing...
It's Two Kids.
That's
it.
Is this the second song of this already?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so tired.
Yeah.
It's 5:12 in the morning. We love you, Taemin. Mm-hmm. Sad day. There's a lot of sadness in this album.
Yeah.
So far, this is... Yeah.
For me, all the songs kind of lead to this song.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah, it's like retracing your steps, going back in thought, going back in memory, going back, like having a timeline and following that timeline back to the beginning.
Yeah, backwards. Yeah.
To try to see where things went wrong or something. To analyze.
Yeah.
So.
It says loop.
Right.
And there we have seen this concept. It's said differently.
Yes.
But there's this cycle, circle, pattern thing where it's just everything is reoccurring in this timeline of blah, blah. It's just everything's repeating over and over and over again. So
yeah.
You see that
it's becoming a vicious cycle.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not what he wanted, is how I get the feel of. And sometimes knowing that that's like that, whether it was outside interference or just you or that person,
Mm-hmm.
it's still, pulls you down, and you try to figure out why you ended up this way. There's many factors, but you still analyze and antagonize yourself trying to figure out where you went wrong,
Right.
whether you were wrong or not. It's still, and knowing that he's a perfectionist, it's probably driving him even more crazy, because we're perfectionists, and it drives us crazy when we're trying to figure something out. But the loop, the cycle, repeat, being caught,
going in circles.
Yeah, and what was that one song where he says, just running in a circle?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. All the scars and traces you left on me, they were love, and still are now. That right there tells me that this is someone that has been someone from recent years that he cared very much for, loved at that time, and still loves right now.
Right.
And that it's probably hard for him to get past whatever this is that he's going through, this turmoil that he's dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he talks a lot about having scars or cuts or,
actually, it makes me think of Criminal.
Yes,
think of it.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
And that's why I said, if you took this song and put it in front of Criminal and played this song first and then Criminal and then every other song up to Nemo,
Mm-hmm.
I think it would also show a pattern that way too.
It's kind of like in the tarot, where it's like the beginning and the end, like like the Fool or the World card, where it's like 0, kind of like you start there and you end there, and it's a circle and it just loops around.
And it is a circle.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm tired. It's what?
Yes.
5:44.
Okay, moving on. Okay, so there's that time thing again.
Mm-hmm.
That keeps coming up.
And then the song Clockwork, which talks about time.
Right, and then in Criminal, you've got the time card that he's playing.
Right.
So
this was very interesting. This was our first time doing these types of videos, so please be kind.
Yes. So, but anyway, thank you for joining us.
Yes.
And I hope you thought that this was interesting.
Yes.
Yes.
Arigato. I'm very tired.
Yes.
So.
All right.
But yeah. Well done.
Yep.
Taemin.
Very good album.
Very good.
Very deep.
I love it. Very deep. Very raw.
Would love to hear everyone's thoughts.
Yes.
Positive thoughts.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to bed.
Night night.
Good night.
Sleep tight.
Bye, everybody.
Ciao.